A Gillette commercial that pushes the envelope about the Me Too movement receives a lot of backlash. A little bit of razor burn. All that and more right here tonight on TBTV. So Gillette has this commercial out right now. It's called We Believe the Best Men Can Be. Gillette, right? As you can see here, it's trending on, this is from YouTube. It has 7.9 million views. But if you look down here at the bottom, you see the thumbs up to thumbs down ratio on that is pretty impressively bad. Yeah, they got 173,000 thumbs up, Tim Black. But my God, what is this? 507,000 thumbs down. You got to work to suck that bad, you know? That takes some doing to be that bad at a commercial. Now, this right here, this is whole next level shit. This is biblical hate, right? This is people, 507,000 people said, this video sucks. This commercial sucks. The theme sucks. The idea sucks. Everything about it sucks. That's what they're saying. Now, what you need to know about this Gillette commercial, I wish I could play it for you, but it's like I said, it sucks. So anyway, they got the best a man can get. In this whole video, all through the video, they're trying to tell men to be better men. You know, tell men to stop being men. Stop being toxic masculinity. Stop being a guy that thinks, you know, with his head. Stop being a guy that's trying to be tough. Get into your softer side and be polite and treat people kindly. Like all this type of stuff. That's what it's telling you. The whole commercial. And they got little kids in it saying, you got to represent for the little boys. For the little boys, you got to represent. You got to be better man, right? That's what the whole video is about. And it's amazing that people weren't willing to listen to that message because maybe they don't want Gillette telling them how to act. They want Gillette to tell them how to shave or better ways to shave or, you know, because that's what Gillette does. They make shaving products, right? So I get why people are kind of pissed about it. But it's this whole thing, man. We're in this age where it's all about, you know, virtual signaling. Virtues, like to be a virtue, like to be virtuous, to want to be a better person, to want to be more aware of everything, of everyone, and to step outside thyself. And meanwhile, we got bigots like Steve King in office, so obviously the country is not where these people want you to be. Like the country's not there yet. That's what they don't get. The country does not agree with you. I know there are people watching this video right now who do agree with this commercial to go, hey, men need to learn, and men need to learn, and men need to learn. I understand what you think. I get it. That's a personal journey. You should have corporations that sell charcoal telling guys, hey, you need to be better men. As if there's some guy out here who is abusive or a bully or an asshole or whatever he is going to actually be influenced by a commercial. Because see, here's the thing. Most guys who are bullies or jackasses or whatever they are, they know it and they don't care. But it's annoying to the guys that aren't bullies or jackasses or whatever to have to listen to someone tell them how to behave when they already know how to behave. See, no one tells women, like, be a woman. Be better women. You know, stop going out with your friends and dressing this way. Like, maybe they did in the 50s, but no one does it now, but everybody tells men how to behave. And here's something else a lot of the people who watch it, I don't know, some people might not know. Not all women agree that they want men to change that much. Huh? Not all women want men to change and soften up much more. Like, I remember You know, I've been out of the game for a while, but I remember women like being like, I like a guy who will, stand up for me. And I like going out with a guy I know if some guys jump on us, he gonna handle business. Not ball up in the fetal position and cry on her shoulder. Like, there are women, there's a lot, see, I think in these commercials, they don't even compensate for the fact that there are women who disagree with this way the country's going. They disagree with the virtue signaling. They disagree. They don't want fashionista men. They don't want men that are metrosexuals. Like, there are a lot of women who don't agree with that. But you telling those women, this is what your man should be. So you're pissing off guys who don't need to be told how to behave. And you're pissing off women who don't want their men to behave the way that you're telling them that you think men should behave. And at the end of the day, it's a judgment, because you're not talking about breaking a law. Now, if you're talking about being abusive, if you're talking about physical abuse, that's against the law. So you shouldn't have to tell people, don't break the law. I mean, Jim Carrey's on the phone going,
stop breaking the law, asshole!
Stop breaking the law, asshole. That's all you really need. You don't need to do a whole commercial with telling people how to be, how to live, what to think, and how to treat women. Now, these same people that make these commercials, if they happen to be in the presence of a bad guy who's treating a woman badly, are they going to step in and do anything about it? No, because they are metrosexual guys who are not used to conflict. They're not used to stepping in the middle of anything, but they'll get on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and have a whole lot to say. All I'm saying is, look, don't keep emasculating men in order to score points for women. Most of the women don't want it. Some women do want it. I get it. Some women do want it. Make sure those women are old enough to know what they really want and what they don't want, because when a situation calls for it, they may feel differently. All right? You shouldn't have to tell people not to break the law if they're being abusive, or if they're being handsy, or whatever the hell you're trying to say in this video. You shouldn't have to tell somebody not to do that. Let their ass go to jail. Let them go to jail. They should already know you shouldn't get people drunk to have sex with them. You should already know don't go attacking people. You should already know not to harass people, not to be a stalker. Like, these things, do they really need Gillette to make a commercial to tell people that shit? Is that really what we need? And, I mean, if your mama or your daddy or your cousin or your pastor or your brother or your teacher, if somebody ain't pulled you to the side and say, hey, stop talking with your hands, Duke, you are destined to be in the prison industrial complex. If you don't know that you shouldn't put your hands on a woman, like, you really need to know. And as if Harvey, like, for instance, guys, let's talk, man. Do you really think Harvey Weinstein didn't know it was wrong? Is that really what it was? Do you really think Bill Cosby, if he did it, because I know people say, oh, but it's all fabricated. It's all lie. Okay, if that's the truth, okay. Look, hey, so a lot of people lied. Everybody got together, did a chorus of lies, if that's the case. But if he did do it, do you think he didn't know that it was wrong? What good a commercial would have done? Huh? Harvey Weinstein watches a commercial 20 years ago, 30 years ago, because he was doing it for a long time. 30 years ago, he watched a commercial and he was like, oh, I should not use my job to get sex. I should not use my power to weasel women in the bed. Like, you really think he didn't know that it was unethical? You really think that? So what I'm saying is, people already know. So you are preaching to the choir and you're pissing off the choir. That's what's happening. People are getting tired of it. It's not having the impact they think it's going to have. So just to make sure we clear, I just want to make sure we clear here. I'm not supporting guys who treat people badly, whether they're male or female. I'm not supporting that. Not at all. But I don't think those people need to be told not to do something. I'm not your daddy. But when you break the law, you go to jail. Right? If you put your hands on my sister, then you get punched in the mouth, because I'm not one of those metrosexual guys who's afraid to punch you in your mouth. Then we both go to court because you put your hands on my sister. Get it? See, that's the world I come from. I don't come from this new world where we just all sit around and hopefully shame them into not doing something they already know they should not do when it's not I don't think it's going to be effective. I just don't think so. I don't think an abusive dad will watch the Gillette commercial and decide not to be abusive anymore. I think what has to happen is you have to tell the kid to snitch on his ass and tell the wife to snitch on him. That's what you have to have happen in order for him to get repercussions for his actions. But I don't think making me sit through your BS commercial, talking to him who ain't even paying attention, I got to sit here and hear that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear how that degenerate shouldn't act that way. I already know it. Don't tell me, tell him. And if I wanted to be in class, I'd take a class. If I wanted to be taught, like I'd take an online course. If I wanted to learn this, I'd subscribe to some news magazine or something, some magazine. Like, I don't need you to shove your morals or your belief about the world down my throat, about how I should see the world, how I should behave. All right? I don't need that. I don't think the people that watch that video, the 500,000 of them that gave thumbs down on that video, that's a lot of thumbs down. Okay? Maybe some people need to look and say, who are watching right now, who disagree with me, maybe you should think for a second, say, you know what? That was a 3-to-1 ratio of thumbs down. For every one person that liked that video, 3 people did not like it. Okay? And it was well put together. It wasn't the lighting. Wasn't the audio, right? They had actors and kids and good scenery, filmed on location. Much better than this, right? Nice. So they didn't like it because of what it was saying, not because of how it was done. Maybe you need to realize that you're a little outnumbered in this whole talking down to people. Let me educate you on how you should behave, dumb man. You know, maybe you should realize you outnumbered, that most men don't like that. And maybe this will be the only boycott. Yeah, I think maybe a boycott. Say, I have never ever on my channel, ever, and I've been up for almost 6 years now. I have never been on my channel said, let's not buy this no more. Let's boycott. I've never said it. But I think I would agree with a boycott on this one. Yeah, I know it sounds a little Charlie Kirkish or sounds a little right-wing, but no, they got Democrats who boycott. Maybe I would agree with a boycott on this one. Just to teach them a lesson. You know? Now they wouldn't write Trump on the cup at Starbucks. Screw that. Or they don't want to say Christmas, Merry Christmas. They said Happy Holidays, so you want to boycott. Screw that. Oh, they advertise on Hannity's show. Screw that. I'm not going to boycott that. That's stupid. I don't watch Hannity. Right? Why would I want you to take off a show I don't watch? That don't make sense to me. But this right here, I think it'd be nice to send a little message. You know, little wake up call to Fifth Avenue, Madison Fifth Avenue, to the advertising firms. Stop telling us how to live our damn lives. Stop telling us how to feel. Stop telling us how to be men. All right? We got that. We know how to do that. We've been doing that. You don't decide what that is. We decide what that is. Us and our families, us and our wives, us and our children, us as individuals, we decide what's acceptable. We do that. We don't need you telling us what's acceptable, the way to be. No. I can look in the mirror and decide what I want to be. And if I need to make changes, I'll decide them. I don't need you in your little focus group telling me like, you know, hold the door. I know to hold the door if I want to hold the door. I hold the door if I want to hold the door. Tell her to say thank you. All right? But so now I'm getting down another road. I'm just saying. All right. That's it. That was a rant, wasn't it? That was a rant. That's all I got, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Remember, if you value this show, if you want to keep it going, let me know. Hit me up at tim@timblacktv.com. Join my wolf pack at patreon.com, Tim Take Live, or right here on YouTube. Send your hate mail to Tim Black. Tim Black said kiss his ass. No. Send your hate mail to your mama. Send your hate mail to tim@timblacktv.com.